Welcome, Grade 7 learners. Get ready because today's explainer is a bit of an expedition. We are going to travel through the wild, highly dynamic business ecosystem to get you perfectly prepared for your upcoming exam. You can kind of think of me as your personal safari guide through the economic jungle today. We'll be tackling this in a rapid-fire, interactive question-and-answer style, so grab your notebooks and let's get into it.
Here is the map for today's safari. First, starting a new business. Second, formal versus informal businesses. Third, the SWOT analysis survival guide. And finally, setting smart business goals.
Section 1. Starting a new business. Let's see what it takes for a fledgling business to take its very first breath out in the wild.
Okay, question 1 on our journey is beautifully simple. What is the very first thing you need to get your hands on to start a business? The answer? Money. It's that simple. Much like an animal absolutely needs water to survive, the very first vital resource you have to secure to bring any business to life is capital. Without it, well, the journey ends before it even begins.
Question 2 asks for the 5 essential questions an entrepreneur must answer before starting a business. For your exam, you need to know these. What product or service will you actually sell? Where will your business location be? Who exactly is your target market? What are the total setup costs going to be? And lastly, do you have enough money and what is your funding source? You have to know your environment before stepping out into the open plains, right?
Question 3 hits us with a harsh reality of the ecosystem. What are the failure rates for new businesses? The facts here are genuinely striking. 20% of small businesses fail in their very first year, and a staggering 50%, half of them, will not survive their first 5 years. It is a tough environment out there, which is exactly why preparation is literally everything.
Section 2. Formal versus informal businesses. Let's look at the 2 distinct species of businesses you'll encounter.
Moving right along to question 4. When must an entrepreneur actually decide if a business will be formal or informal? You must make this critical choice only after you've finalized your product and answered those first 5 basic setup questions we just talked about.
Question 5 asks you to name 6 features of a formal business. For your exam, remember these specific traits. They're registered with SARS, they pay income tax, they operate from an established building or structure, they have different management levels, their workers earn fixed salaries with pension and medical benefits, and they have strictly set working hours. Think of these as the heavily armored rhinos and elephants of the business world.
So for question 6, we flip it. What are the 6 features of an informal business? These guys roam freely outside those heavy corporate structures. They are not registered with SARS, they don't pay income tax, they usually operate from a home or a very informal structure. Workers earn daily wages instead of monthly salaries, there are no management levels, and they have no set hours or medical benefits. They are the quick, super adaptable creatures of the ecosystem.
Question 7 asks, what are some examples of well-known formal businesses? If you just look around your local town, you'll easily spot these apex predators of the formal sector. For the exam, you can list big names like Avis, Okavango, Spa, Mediclinic, Pick n Pay, or Sunlom.
Section 3. The SWOT Analysis Survival Guide. This is the ultimate sensory tool for surviving the economic climate.
Let's tackle question 8. Why is a SWOT analysis essential for an entrepreneur? Basically, this tool determines if a planned business idea is actually feasible. It acts as an incredible early warning system, helping entrepreneurs identify risks and dodge deadly pitfalls out in the wild.
Question 9 is a big one. What does the SWOT acronym stand for, and which factors are internal versus external? So S is for strengths, which are internal. W is for weaknesses, also internal. O is for opportunities, which are external. And T is for threats, which are external. Just remember, strengths and weaknesses look inward at the business itself, while opportunities and threats scan the dangerous jungle outside.
Breaking this down for question 10. What are 3 examples of business strengths? If you observe a healthy business, its internal strengths might include razor-sharp management, highly trained personnel, top-tier quality products, loyal clients, abundant capital, or modern tech. These are the sharp claws and strong muscles of the business.
On the flip side, question 11 asks for 3 examples of business weaknesses. These internal weaknesses can totally cripple an entity from the inside. We're talking inexperienced managers, lazy or untrained staff, a severe lack of capital, or poor, outdated equipment. These are internal injuries that slow the animal down and make it extremely vulnerable.
Question 12 shifts our gaze outward,
asking for 3 examples of external opportunities. Looking out into the lush green landscape, a business might spot low competition, an excellent geographical location, surging demand for their product, the chance to open new branches, the ability to create jobs, or using the internet to reach a massive new audience.
But danger is always near. For question 13, we need 3 examples of external threats. These lurk in the environment and include strict labor laws that make hiring tough, unpredictable epidemics like COVID, soaring crime rates, load shedding, or rival predators selling cheap imported counterfeits of your products.
Question 14 asks, what is the benefit of exposing weaknesses in a SWOT analysis? It's a massive lesson in survival. Exposing your own vulnerabilities might feel pretty scary, but it gives the owner the vital opportunity to give immediate attention to problem areas. You have to heal them before they become fatal to the business.
Finally, Section 4, Setting Smart Business Goals. Let's see how surviving businesses chart their migration paths.
Question 15 asks for the definition of goals. For your exam, write down that goals are results or achievements an individual or team wants to reach. They're often called targets, and they are usually financial in nature. Think of them as the ultimate watering hole the entire herd is marching toward.
Question 16 is a bit conceptual. Are goals simply just a dream that must come true? Absolutely not. Goals are heavily thought out and meticulously planned long before an owner ever shares them with the pack. Just dreaming won't help you survive? Planning will.
Question 17 asks for 3 reasons businesses must formulate goals. Formulating these targets is absolutely vital because 1. It gives staff motivation to work hard. 2. It acts as a compass to measure financial performance to ensure you're on the right track. And 3. It provides clear structure, showing exactly who is responsible for what.
This brings us to question 18, which introduces a real game changer, the SMART goal principle. To make sure goals are perfectly crafted, businesses make them specific, usually with exact numbers, measurable, so you can track your success, attainable, meaning they're challenging but actually possible, relevant and honest to your team's abilities, and time-based, with strict, clear deadlines, instead of just saying, someday.
As we wrap up our Explainer Safari, question 19 leaves us with 3 crucial things to remember. 1. Always write your goals down. 2. Attach a time frame. 3. Make them realistic. Unrealistic goals will just demotivate your team in the wild. Grade 7 Explorers, keep your notes close and trust your preparation. So, the question is, now that you know exactly how the business ecosystem works, what will be the first SMART goal you set to conquer your own wild ambitions? Best of luck on your exams, and I'll see you on the next expedition.